Hello and welcome, I'm Mara28. I need a better intro, and this is Bevo's Tech Back episode 10. So I've been doing some work between episodes, and this is not out as early as it normally should be. Not because of jury duty, that's over with. I've actually put off recording an episode until an update came out, and lo and behold, it arrived earlier today. I've just been doing other stuff. Not that I wish I could have been doing this, but that's a completely different story. It's unrelated. So with the update, we had a few new mods added to the pack, including Railcraft, and some were removed, including dimensional anchors. So right now I have no chunk loading, which is unfortunate, though I will get over it and I will get some world anchors from Railcraft as soon as I have the ender pearls to actually run them. So between the last two episodes, I've not really done a lot. What I have been doing is trying to actually start farming some basic materials, and by farm I actually mean farms. I don't mean like mob grinders or anything. So what I'm working on here, this is actually the beginnings of Industrial Craft 2 crops. Right now this is just regular sugarcane. What I want to do eventually is actually crossbreed these guys to the point of getting something called sticky reed. And sticky reed can actually be used to get the sticky resin, if you couldn't figure that out. It's fairly neat. I actually don't see a lot of people that use IC2 crops, and it's a fairly interesting system, though I'll be completely honest with you. It's not terribly complex compared to, say, bees or trees, and it's not particularly involved compared to bees or trees. There is like a machine you can use, and you can like analyze stuff, and it has its stuff. I actually think that probably with Greg Tech, the IC2 crop system is a lot better than it is by default, and I'm not a terribly large Greg Tech fan. But as it is, this is a somewhat useful thing for me to work on. You know what, these are all full grown. I should probably get some crops in here in a sec. What else have I been doing? These are some harvest craft trees, which are totally useless to me right now. I had been hoping that the fruit picker from Mine Factory Reloaded would be able to harvest these guys. As it turns out, it can't, or it's just not detecting them. I don't know what's up with that. So for right now, these trees are purely decorative, and this guy's just wasting power. So that's lovely. Okay. We also have, for now, we have some of these IC2 rubber trees here. Now that we have Mine Factory Reloaded here, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to make, but that requires access to rubber and plastics and stuff. And since I can't find any of the Mine Factory Reloaded rubber trees, which I really do like, they're really easy to farm, I figured, okay, well, can do something I know does work. The same fruit picker that we have over there actually can harvest sticky resin, and so far it's up to about 59 of them. And if you consider that when you extract these guys, you get 3 rubber, that's actually pretty good. And the last thing I've been working on, the farming station that I had in there previously, I moved outside. This is currently set to harvest the berries here, the ender pearls as they grow, and this was originally cotton. I don't know how, but somehow I don't know which mod's causing it. The cotton gets harvested and then replaced with barley, which is unfortunately not useful. So I now have a ton of barley seeds that I really don't want, and these berries are growing way quicker than I ever needed them to. I might probably take these down to just being like one row of stuff, because this is crazy. I got 41 here, I have 51 in my inventory, I have at least 2 more stacks in a chest in here just lying around, plus however many I have inside of my AE system just floating there. So it's a bit nuts. Anyway, so of all that stuff, we're actually not touching any of that today. Today I want to try something that I've actually never played with, and I probably am going to make a fool of myself trying to figure out. I want to play with Botania. I have a ton of the flowers and stuff from down inside my house. I just brought everything with me, including some melon seeds for some reason. Not quite sure why, I just want melons. I also have some saplings and stuff. The reason I have saplings is I will need wood for some of the Botania stuff, so I figured it won't hurt to grow some trees up top. Most of what I have down here I want to be fairly static, so I kind of like the idea of having these trees here as being decorative plus being functional, because I am getting a supply of sticky resin from this, which is nice. These guys, however, they gotta go. I might just make this entire side like rubber trees. Anyway, I'm getting distracted again. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and drop off some of this sticky resin here. I don't think there's anything in my inventory that I really need to get rid of right now. No, but we are going to steal this crafting table. Oops. Yeah, using the atomic disassembler in fast mode, maybe not a great idea for precision work. Alright, is there anything else that I need? We should be good to get going. The only thing I can think of that I might possibly be missing, oh holy barley, is some light sources up there, because I really didn't light the roof up too terribly well. As long as the stuff wasn't falling on me, I was okay with the way it turned out. Yeah, maybe this will be okay. Alright, so I have my elevator here that goes to the basement, right? I also went ahead and crafted up some additional ones to get all the way to the top. That way I don't have to use my jetpack all the time. Let's go ahead and turn on... There we go. Well, I've already run out of torches. Yeah, as long as we stay right here, we should be okay. It shouldn't spawn this close to us. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this down. What I'm thinking I want to do is I want to have like a little building right here. Not too terribly big. I mean, I want to have it big enough so that this thing is just not like a little corner coming into it. And I think what I want to use is the paper walls that are relatively new to chisel. I think it's chisel. Okay, we'll use the jungle wood for this. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to make some sticks. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the freaking chisel. That's okay. Alright, so these are paper walls. Let's go ahead and make it... Yeah. So it basically behaves like you'd expect like a glass pane to behave. And then you put it down and you get paper walls. So it's fairly simple. It's pretty neat. And I'm amazed it took as long as it did for a mod to make these things. Wow, I can't place these to save my life. I wonder if glass will connect to these guys. That is unfortunate. I think a better question would be, would chisel glass connect to those things? Alright, so I tell you what, this is going to take me a minute to get something that looks somewhat decent. And as soon as I am done with that, we're going to be right back, and I'm going to get started with playing with flowers. Seems a little odd, but it's what we're going to do. And we're back, and I have a little structure up here. It's mostly wood and paper right now. I kind of like the way it looks, but I gotta be honest, I wish this were darker. At the moment, I don't have any darker wood, though, and I just don't like the way this is. It's too bright. Right now, I'm just using the jungle wood here because it's what I have, and I just put the crafting table into the floor. I'm actually considering, this is going to sound kind of odd, I'm considering having the crafting table and ME access stuff inset to the floor of this, so that it doesn't actually get in the way of walking around here. And there was XP there. Anyway, I think it might be something a little bit interesting, maybe a little bit different to try. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, though we'll see at a later point. So what I've done so far, besides building this, I've gone ahead and I've crafted up my Lexica Botania, which is a really, really neat book. Not only can you see the little book there in the corner, when you open it, it actually opens. And as you flip through the pages of the book, the actual thing in the corner is animated as well, which is just freaking awesome. I made a little infinite spring here so that I can... Oh, what's this? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so if you shift, or is it just right click, or is it shift right click? Yeah. So if I shift right click, it opens up to the page about the block I'm looking at. That is actually pretty neat. So what I want to try to do, though, is I want to try to make my first flower for Botania. And the very basic one, I believe, is made using some of these white flowers. I think I need... for now, let's go ahead and get... How many do I have? I have 9. Let's get 4. Okay, that's going to give me enough for 2 flowers. So I need these guys. Get there. And I need some seeds. Alright, so if I come over here, if I go ahead and throw 1, 2, 3, 4, and then... Do I get that automatically? No, it just refilled. And I think a seed. Pure daisy. Oh, that's awesome. I think when I revisit Shadowcraft, Botania is definitely a mod that would have a spot in it just because of the in-world interactions and stuff. I think would go really well. The only thing about this I might want to look into is to see if you can actually pump water into this, because I think it would be nice to have it just refill itself, because I'm lazy. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one. Excellent. Oh, stop. Okay, now that I've tried to... Why don't you fill? There we go. Now that I've tried to destroy my world. Okay, let's go ahead and take this guy right here. So this thing should turn stone and wood into living... I think it's living stone and living rock. So let's put this here. Space, space. And there. And if we go ahead and take some of the stone right here and circle it like so, eventually what's going to happen is that it should turn into a different material. And this is definitely something that's, I think is actually kind of neat. I'm not sure how long it takes. It might be a minute or two, so we might be moving on if we can to do anything else. Well, I don't know. Let's find out. I will need both of them, though. So let's do this thing. Let's go check out the book real quick. Go back. So we've done a pure... That's what we just made, is a pure daisy. See, the Runic altar. All the stuff that's in italics is supposed to be basic stuff that you should know before getting too far into the mod. And so far, it's not too hard. Alright, so I'm definitely not to this point yet. For now, we are going to go ahead and skip this. Yeah, because we can't make a monospreader or any sort of wand or anything. So we're going to go ahead and go back. Let's see. Wand of the Forest. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's awesome. I wonder if you could use a block update thing to detect when that changes to... Oh! Oh, that's not bad at all. That's fairly quick. I just gotta figure out a good way to automate this. That's pretty nice, though. Okay, let's go ahead and pick this up. Let's make sure this is not set to fast. There we go. So that was actually a pretty decent speed. Oops, I didn't want to put it on top of the flower. Though that does make me wonder what's going to happen to it. Wow, we just had a rather bright lightning strike outside, which is impressive considering it is not storming. We'll just leave that there for now. Alright, so now that we have the living rock and the living wood, we can use this to make some new stuff. Oh, hey, you can make stairs? Luckily, this has full NEI integration, it looks like, for a lot of these recipes. A Mana Blaster? What the hey? Oh, there's a lot of crazy stuff here. Signal flares. Alright, anyway, what I want to do, though, is I want to make the living wood twig. Yeah, the twig. And an open crate. You know, I'm kind of curious as to what the open crate is. It might be a little bit of a waste of wood, but we're going to try. So we're going to need those, and then just like so. So it says that as a burn time, so it is a regular wooden item. Okay. Does it actually hold stuff, or does it... It does something amazing, I know it does, I just don't have the... Anyway, so this living wood twig, we're going to see it takes 2 flowers? I mean, do the flowers make a difference? Or is it just like a color thing? I'm going to assume they make no difference, in which case I'm going to choose the colors that I want. We'll go with let's go black and purple. Alright, and we have this thing right here. You know, I think I need 3 twigs, don't I? I just about used up all my wood for something really stupid. Alright, and then we go purple, black. There we go. We now have a Wand of the Forest. Do you do anything? No. So yeah, it's not going to do anything to the top of this. Let's go ahead and pick that off. We'll leave these guys here for now. We don't need them at the moment. Alright, so consulting back to the Book of Flowers. So right now, the main thing that we have is we have these little daisies here that make the pure daisies. We have these guys. And then we have the ability to make the living rock and the living, well, is it rock or stone? Yeah, living rock and the living wood. So this is a good thing for the basics, but I want to get into something a little bit more mechanics-wise and stuff. And I know that there's a way that you can make flowers that actually generate mana that's used in the mod, which should be under the, let's get back under here. Well, we'll need one of these too in a minute. It takes a, yeah, you need a mana pool and you throw the diamond in. So yeah, we're not that far yet. We need to actually, we need to make a mana pool, which means we need something to actually fill it up with first, though. Let's go ahead and get this guy. Let's make a mana pool. For now, let's put this over here. It's lovely. It does nothing. We need flowers to actually generate mana. Let's go ahead and go back. Alright, generating flora. I think that's the one we want generating, right? Alright, so Daybloom. Okay, it's the basic rudimentary. It is basically a solar generator. Alright. So about 10 or a dozen of these should get the job done. 10? Okay. Interesting thing to make note is that these flowers tend to compete amongst themselves for sunlight hits in what sunlight hits an area, thus having any other of the same type adjacent to it on any of the 4 cardinal directions will result in diminishing returns of mana production. Okay. So this is going to take yellow, the light blue, and orange. Okay. What other kind are there? Okay, it absorbs any combustible items or blocks that are dropped on the nearby vicinity, albeit only one at a time, and burn through them to passively generate mana while the fuel lasts. Okay, it's a furnace. Alright, but you cannot burn lava buckets. Okay, so that's doable. So we'll make one of these guys. We need... Wait, how do you make a red mana petal? Okay, so I do have to make some of the Dayblooms first to be able to make those. Hey, you can make a mana cookie. Alright, so Dayblooms it is. Oh, wow. Oh, that's neat. This thing runs off of TNT? Okay, we gotta try that at one point. We have got to try that. Alright, I'm getting distracted. That happens oh so often, and for that I'm sorry. Alright, so let's go ahead and check what we need here for the Daybloom. Get back. Back. Daybloom. Next. Come on. Yellow, light blue, orange. Okay, orange, yellow, cyan, light blue. No, I need you. You can go in there. You can go in there. You can go there. Okay. So yellow, 2 yellow, a light blue, and an orange. Okay. I'm going to tear through my yellow supplies fairly quickly, it seems. 5 flowers right there. Yeah, we'll just convert it all. If I made a mistake, I'll find out later. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get a Daybloom. I think we need a way to focus the mana from these guys to put them into the mana pool, though. Let's go ahead and put this right here. Daybloom, unknown status. Okay, so it'll accept mana from items, but it's not doing it to anything else. So this guy's just building up stuff because it has no place to put it. So I think what I need is a focus. Mana spreader? I think that's what I need. However, if I do that, I actually need to get some gold. I don't think I have gold, I just have iron up here. Yeah. This is what I get for thinking I'm coming prepared. Yeah, I saw you try to hit me. That's what you get. Alright, so we're all the way back up here. Let's harvest this up. I have got to get grass up here. This is insanely brown. This said mystical white, didn't it? Or was it mystical orange or mystical white? Light gray, you can go in there. We'll take a white. Okay, so white, gold, and now living wood. And I am officially out of inventory space. Get rid of your arrows. Now, I hope this works. I honestly don't know for sure. I'm assuming that's the wrong way. Yeah, that's shooting it all off the wrong direction. Can I rotate you? No. Nope. Oh. Sorry. Did I seriously do it again? I am dangerous with this thing. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's feeding to the mana pool. Unfortunately, this thing is now empty, it's nighttime, and it's no longer generating, so let's go ahead and make some more flowers. You know what? No, I'm going to go make flowers. I'll come back with you as soon as we have this set up, and probably when it's daytime. So, I feel moderately stupid right now. I just figured out how you rotate these guys, and it's fairly neat. I was halfway there. Whenever you have these guys, I think it's shift right click, it toggles that little bounding box, but when it's like that, if you click on something, you can direct the flow of mana to wherever you click, and it's just a matter of getting it to go to the pool. So as long as it's going into the mana pool there, we're good. It is, however, still nighttime, and my Dayblooms aren't doing anything. I definitely need to get a bed up here. So rather than wait for that, though, there is something else that we need to do to make this a somewhat useful area, and that is actually plant some trees. I could harvest stuff from the bottom, and once I eventually get my A system throughout the tower, I probably won't need this up here. But until then, I do want to make sure that I have ready access to wood. And I think we're going to go with cherry trees. These are the Natura cherry trees, the Sakura. There we go. Oh yeah. I am going to have to cut these down a few times to get enough saplings to cover all the area that I want to, but for now, these will be a nice addition. Because right now, this entire area is just far too empty for my taste. Go away. Yeah, I definitely got to get grass up here. Alright, let's see how this is. Ah, thank you. Thank you ever so much. Alright, so for these guys, to make a Endoflame, I need the red monopetal, which I have, the brown monopetal, a mystical red, a mystical brown, and a mystical light gray, plus the seed. I have all of that, so we are actually good to go. Just go ahead and get our inventory clear here. Where did I dump my seeds? There we go. Oh, and you would like water too. Okay, click on the block. Okay, so toss. And for the key piece here, we get a seed. We'll go ahead and just put this guy like right over here. Now, if this does work right, I have a bunch of coal over here. I don't know how many this can take at a time, so let's just take a few of them. Let's say drop down 8 and see what they do. Because it might only take one item at a time. Yeah, I think it only does one at a time. However, this should be getting mana at a much better rate now than the little solars were. And yes, I know it's going to be annoying, but I probably am going to keep referring to them as solar flowers. Oh yeah, this is going a lot quicker. Holy cow. That is better. That is a lot better, actually. Something right now, though, is not handling my computer too well. My recording rate just dropped down to 20 frames a second. I might need to check my hard drive. Alright, so my frames are back, plus I have a Mana Diamond now. Yeah, Mana Diamond. It just crafted up, so I decided to speed things up. I made a second one of the Endoflames. One wasn't cutting it, though it was a lot better than waiting on these little flowers to go through. The upside to this is, while it is costing me coal, I have a ton of coal right now, so this is pretty good. And this thing's just chugging along doing its thing. Let's go ahead and drop off 1 or 2 more pieces before we walk away. Alright, so next up, we're going to go ahead and take the... Oh, we need more living rock. Alright, it just happens that we made some more. We're going to go ahead and take this stuff, make a... I believe it's a Runic altar, which is what I can start using to craft stuff besides just putting things into the mana pool. Alright, so let's come on over here. And my frames go down again. I wonder if it's that. Video settings, particles decreased. Yeah, that has nothing to do with that setting. Okay. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and we will make a little table. Put the Mana Diamond in it. Is there anything else that I can use this Mana Diamond for that I should really know about? Make a pylon. I have no idea what that does. A tablet. The Mana Blaster and the altar. Okay. So now let's just go. I actually could make the pylon right now. I have found some Mana Steel inside of a chest before, and I've not used it yet. It's actually using a lot of stuff. Though I do want to find out what some of these rings and stuff do. Alright, for now though, Runic altar. And it only makes sense that this needs to go over here by the... Okay, that just looks awesome. This mod is definitely not light on your system resources, though. That does look pretty neat. Okay, if we go ahead and shift right click. Alright, it requires decent knowledge of manipulation. I think we're okay on that. Okay. Most basic and elementary runes are after the 4 elements, the intermediate runes are named after the seasons, and the most advanced are named after the 7 deadly sins. I don't get how you go from elements to seasons to sins, but we'll run with it. Alright. That's fairly easy. So you make a rune of water, rune of earth. What is that? Block of coal. Okay. Air. So each of these look to take mana steel. Fire, spring, summer, autumn, winter, mana. Oh, that is a ton of mana steel. Lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, pride. Okay. Pride is fire and summer. I don't quite get that, but okay. Oh, these aren't too bad. You actually get 2 of each of those. Huh. So for these, though, you only get 1. Alright, so is there anything in here really that stands out that we want to look at? So if we go back to the main page here, let's go to the functional floras. This one right here, I believe, acts as it speeds up growing of crops. Yeah, it causes crops to grow faster, which is somewhat useful. It takes a rune of spring, and it takes, I don't have any yellow right now, I have to go hunting for that, so that's out. But I probably want to get one of those up here in a little smaller area so that I can start growing some seeds to be used for this stuff. Because every flower that I make here takes a seed. I will be going through a ton of seeds. Alright, what is the Bellthorn? Okay, so it slowly kills things. Okay, interesting, but don't need it. Clayconia. Oh, it turns sand into clay. That's actually really neat. Alright, Daffomil. Oh, that's neat. A lot of this, there's a lot of reading to this, and I'm not too terribly good about it. Dreadthorn is a specific kind of parts of the Bellthorn, so it hurts only adult mobs. Huh. Exoflame. Okay, so the Exoflame will fuel a furnace. Okay. Highside Dream. Cause mobs to attack each other. That's actually pretty neat. Hopper Hawk. Picks up items, and it will put it into inventories next to it. Alright, so this just kills stuff. Well, it doesn't kill, it poisons them. This one right here is actually really neat. The Jaded Amaranthus actually grows new flowers. It's probably something I would like to try to make. I just need to make a rune of spring. Shift click. There we go. 3 oak saplings, wheat, and then a rune of water and a rune of fire. That's actually not too bad. I think I want to try to get one of those. I definitely need to get a better power generation though, because while this does work, this is terribly slow. That being said though, I've actually been going on this for a little bit, and this episode I didn't get too terribly much accomplished, and I'm kind of sorry for that. I mean, we actually have a roof to this now, so that is a really good thing. There is grass growing. I actually found out, I took the ability from this to take grass. If you throw grass onto this thing with a little bit of mana, you'll get back a pasture seed, which is freaking awesome. And this guy, when you plant, will cause grass to rapidly grow in an area. Come on, rapidly. There we go. So it's actually pretty neat. I actually, you know what? No, I did get a decent amount of stuff accomplished today. We have our rooftop garden going. We have got some trees planted. I do need to harvest these guys to get a little bit more. And in general, this is just it's getting a better area than it was. It does need a lot more decoration to it, which is probably beyond what I can do, but we'll see. But for now, though, I'm going to go ahead and call it. This is running a little bit long, and I'd like to get this out before I have to head off to work tomorrow. Anyway, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of Bevo's Tech Pack. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a message below, and as always, have a good day. And beware the Dreadthorn.